Hello, this is Right Side Trader. Today is April 10th, 2026, and this is my weekly market review where I'm reviewing the Russell 2000, that's IWM, on a quarterly chart, monthly chart, weekly chart, and a daily chart. This is all for educational purposes only, no trade recommendation, because as we all know, trading is risky. You can lose money at trading, so please check with your financial advisor, please check with your significant other, and make sure trading is something that is suitable for you. All right, let's resize these charts and all and see what we see. Maximize this quarterly chart. The Russell is one where it was at a pretty good high, an all-time high in our last quarter. It pulled back, formed the doji as we can see here and all, and it never really turned red. It got a doji, and now it's back green and doing this thing that it's been doing. The Russell, I think, would be the first one to probably hit all-time highs based on these indexes and all, because the Russell seems like it's the strongest one that's out here. It's been always, it's had higher lows the whole while and all, higher highs, and just now just this quarter here, just the beginning of the quarter, it's got weeks to go, and I expect it to get a higher high like it's been doing. This Russell's been on a tear as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 quarters. Even this doji quarter here that we had now, it has turned around and it is heading higher. So that's what I see here on this Russell and all. So again, don't get too crazy about shorting the Russell and all, because it will burn you from what it looks like, what it's been doing here in the past here, these past few quarters. But that's pretty much that on that. Let's go ahead and go down to our monthly chart and all and see what we see here on this monthly chart. I'm going to zoom in here. Again, here back on the Russell. On the Russell did not get a close below on this monthly chart last month, below the 9-10 moving average. So it never really got in a bull market, because you should wait until the month end before you start saying bear market. It never really got into a bear market. And right now it's giving a bullish piercing pattern right here, these two candles right here, where that's again why I'm saying look like this thing is ready to just start attacking all-time highs. It had been on here on this monthly chart, as we can see. It was showing us that it was had some signs of weakness. Now the thing is it ready to turn around and start back higher? That's what I'm looking out for here on the Russell at this time. So again, bull market strong on, already above pivot. It started out below pivot. Let me erase some of this. It started out below pivot, in this new quarter, monthly with quarterly pivots. You can see quarterly pivots up there. It's not quite crossed an R1, but I expect it to cross an R1 and give us a new high this quarter. So that's not a big thing to happen here. So again, I kind of expect that, and that's what I see here on this monthly chart. Let's go ahead and go down to our weekly chart and see what we see here. Again, we see a strong week here on the Russell, but on the Russell, what we had last week was this whole piercing pattern. Now the other ones had other kind of bullish looking patterns and stuff. And again, on all of them, I said we was looking like we had a low. We never did get below the 50 here on this weekly chart on the Russell. Like I said, the Russell was the strong one. The Russell also did what I was expecting to do, give me a bounce at my support 3 level. It did give us a bounce and then it's continued higher. It closed near its monthly R1 already, but again, just like all the other indexes, it's going to have a hard time getting through all this stuff up here where this market was consolidating and actually dropped. So we got to see what happened, and this is right where it stopped at here come this week. So like I say, next week it's going to be a key week to see if we can get across this or not and all. But let's go ahead and go down to our daily noise and wrap this on up. I'm going to zoom right in here. And what we need to see here on this daily noise, the key thing is we are back above. That's the 200, and that's the 50. Even on the Russell, we had got where we got below those lines, and now we've had these last 3 days. We've traded above that. So right now, I kind of expect us to see. I need to see 5 more days where we're above this 50. When we 5 more days above this 50, I definitely will be expecting this thing to make all time highs. Don't know what's going to actually happen. Anything can happen. But come next week, I do see us opening above pivot unless something crazy happens over the weekend and we end up gapping way back down and coming back down here and trying to fill this gap. That's the only scary thing on all of them. We all got this gap, crazy gap up and all this week and all. So again, this is going to be the whole, black hole in the market where it might want to get sucked into. So we're gonna have to kind of like wait and see what happens there. But I'm kind of expecting this thing to go higher. But at some point we may come back down here and try to fill this gap before we actually go higher. But that's what I see, and that's all I have at this time. This is Right Side Trader. Hope you guys had a great week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll chat with you next week. Have a good one. Bye.